What is up, you gorgeous, fabulous creatures, and welcome to another episode of the Losing It podcast. This is the place where we ditch diets, crush emotional eating, and learn how to lose weight without losing your mind. If you're tired of the all or nothing mentality, then honey, you're in the right spot. So grab some snacks. I was going to say grab some healthy snacks, but you, darling, grab whatever snacks light your fire and get ready, because today we are talking about how you are currently gaslighting yourself into staying fat and how we are going to stop that shit permanently. So I'm going to run through with you about maybe 5 different points that I've got. And this was sparked by a conversation I was having with a private client this morning when I was sending them some daily messages. And I said to her, listen, honey, our brain gaslights us into staying fat. What it does is it's a problem-solving machine. So let's start. Point number 1, let's kick it off, honey. Your brain is like that drama-loving friend that's like always, if there is no drama, it will create some fucking drama. So that is what your brain is like. It is a problem-solving machine. And if it cannot find a problem in your life to solve, like thankfully you don't have anything huge or major going on at the moment, then it's going to make one up because it can't stand it when things are too peaceful, and so it will stir the pot just for fun. So that is when your weight loss is ticking along nicely, everything is going good, you haven't been binging in a few weeks, days or months, and now it's like, well, let's not worry about carbs tonight. Don't worry, just eat that little bit more, eat the extra salad, it's only a few bites, don't worry, it's just the kids' excess chips, it can't hurt, what harm can it do? But here's the truth. In these scenarios, overeating isn't even your problem. The problem is you being distracted by the thoughts that are coming up in your brain, and they're cooked up bullshit that it is doing instead of you focusing on the actual stuff that you don't want to deal with. So your brain will make up drama, and then it will swoop in like the knight that can just, or the superhero that comes in to solve the same damn problem that it created. You start listening to it on one hand and it's telling you, yeah, you should look, it doesn't matter. It's just one night. It's just tonight. Have the chocolate, do the things. It doesn't matter. And so you do, but you do it night after night because it's reciting the same messages. And now suddenly you've ended up gaining 4, 5, 6, 7, 18 kilos. And it's the same voice in your head that comes in and says, well, you're a piece of shit. Let's be real. Look at you. You're a big fat failure. Don't worry though. I will solve this for you. Dun, 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 puts on its fucking super cape, comes in with its glittery little heels and its tiara, and it's reciting for you some diets that you've done in the past, things that you've done, because can I tell you why it will always tell you to go back to the past to pull out examples? Because your brain is very uncreative. Well, that's not really true. Our brains are highly creative, but your habit brain, no, it's a dumbass. It's a Flintstone. It can only access your past behaviors, past files in your mind. It can only access past scenarios to pull out examples to say, well, last time you were fat and feeling like crap, then we did this insane juice fast diet or protein shake diet or, keto fucking whatever bullshit. And that made you feel so much better because you lost 7 kilos. You're like, yeah, I should totally do that again. And it's fine. And you can, but was it a healthy, sustainable way of losing weight that you've still kept the weight off for all these years and you feel fucking fantastic? No, or we wouldn't be having this conversation. The second point about how your brain is currently gaslighting you into staying fat is the mantra of it's not that bad. I think I just touched on it before in the previous point. It's not that bad. Classic examples are things like, I deserve it. I've had a hard day. I'll start fresh tomorrow. I'll start on Monday. Babe, that is your inner gaslighter whispering like sweet little lies to you to keep you comfy and drugged on its bullshit. The only thing that gets a workout in that scenario is your excuse factory. So here is the deal. When you let these lies slide time after time, you're basically going to keep yourself stuck in a cycle in the same pattern, the cycles of overeating that you've been in forever, because your brain thinks that it's safer than changing. It doesn't know what's involved in changing. It doesn't know because it's never done it permanently before. So it's got no past access, no past files to access. So because of that, it can only look at the things you've done in the past and say, yeah, I think you should just keep on eating and keep sitting here watching TV and just keep scrolling Netflix looking for some bullshit and watching stupid ass series because there's nothing on that you really want to watch, and just get some chips while you do it. The trick is in those scenarios that the solve is so incredibly simple, but also a little spooky because you haven't really done it before. The solve is do something different. It's so easy. It's so stupid that you could do it even if you'd had a lobotomy. It's like you don't do the things that you would usually do. If any of my listeners, if you remember the Seinfeld episode where George Costanza had opposite day, and he, because his life was a big fat failure and he felt like he was a failure, he thought everything I do just doesn't work. So I'm going to do the opposite of everything I do. If you've seen the episode, please come find me on Insta and tell me, because I was just such a massive Seinfeld fan. And so suddenly George's life started turning around and everything was going fucking amazing. And all these women he was going to be asking them out, and his life was incredible, because he did the opposite of the things that he normally does. And that's the game you almost have to play with yourself. If you're the person that caves in every night, doesn't matter, it's just one night, it's just a little bit, I deserve it. Honey, you've got to start doing the opposite, because what would the badass version of you do? Would she be sitting there with those sorrow, pitiful excuses night after night? She'd be doing the fucking opposite. Let me tell you that right now. The second, hang on, was that the second thing? I don't know what the hell's going on. Okay. The third thing that your brain loves to do is it loves to play detective, but it's really, really shit at it. Because your brain is wired to answer questions, even stupid ones, like why can't I ever lose weight? Why am I so fat? Why am I getting fatter? And let me just give you the spoiler alert. It's going to make up answers, and they're never, ever nice. It's not going to say because you're a queen, because you're a diva, because you're incredible and you can do anything, girl, let's go. No, it's not going to say that. It's going to say because you're a lazy fat pig, because you always fail, because you've got thighs that need another postcode. Like, honey, please. Again, the fix for this, so simple. You know this one. We all know this one. Ask a better quality question, you get a better quality answer. Your brain can only answer it to the same questions that you give it. So ask it more empowering ones. How can I show up for myself today? Why don't we just start there? I promise you. And if it gives you something stupid, like don't show up today, show up tomorrow, just remember George Costanza. You're going to do opposite day. Okay. The fourth way that your brain is gaslighting you into staying fat is it's giving you the perfection or nothing trap. And I fucking live there. I still live there. If I can't get it perfect, I'm not going to do it. If I didn't get it perfect, then I didn't get it right at all. Your brain loves an all or nothing story because it's so simple. If it can't be perfect, then there's literally no point trying. But perfection is just procrastination in a pink sparkly dress. It is an excuse for you to stay stuck and eat the donuts and blame your lack of willpower while you keep on scrolling Instagram. Can we just be real? Progress, any progress beats perfection every single time, because perfection is going to keep you stuck in a place where you do fuck all, basically. But one imperfect step forward is still going to get you closer than standing still with donut crumbs on your face. Okay, now the fifth and final way that your brain is gaslighting you still into staying fat is, and this is not even, I don't know what part of the brain this is, but you're letting your brain be the boss instead of stepping up into your power and telling it who the fuck is in charge. Your brain, listen, if you've been in my world for any period of time, your brain wants you to stay cozy and avoid discomfort and just eat the cookies, because that's going to be the most coziest, warmest thing to do. But if you are still listening to your brain and doing that shit, that is embarrassing, honey. I am embarrassed for you. You are the boss. Your brain is not the damn boss. When that voice in your head pipes up with the just one more bite, it's only a little bit, what harm can it do? I'll start tomorrow. Just call it out for the BS that it is and just give it a response like, thanks for your input, fucking Brenda, but I've got goals to slay. I'm all over this. You cannot build a fit, confident, healthy, slender, feeling amazing body while you're letting your brain toddler tantrums just run the show. Babe, it's time to just, adult up and take charge. So your brain, remember, in summary today, your brain is always working to solve problems, but only you get to decide which problems are worth solving. So stop gaslighting yourself into staying stuck, and remember, start living like the bombshell that you are bound and destined to be. And on that note, please let me just remind you, of course, that my brand new Bombshell Blueprint weight loss course has just dropped. It was, in fact, previously F the scale, But no, we have completely rebranded and she is absolutely gorgeous. Not only is she beautiful, she is so damn effective. I get messages from the members every day. Just check it out on my Insta and they're telling me, oh my God, so amazing. I even had, bless his little heart, I had one of the members' boyfriends message me to tell me that the course is changing his girlfriend's life. So it's not just me, it's making the men happy too. So honey, just skip on over. You can either come visit me over at kyliepacks.com/bombshell blueprint or just hit the link in the show notes. As always, I'm sending you tremendous amounts of love because it's never been truer than it is when I say right now, the only person who has the power to change your life is you. If you're going to sit there and let your brain still gaslight you into making stupid bullshit decisions just so that it can feel like a superhero and come in and solve them, then good luck, because we're just going to be sitting here having these conversations at the same time next year and the year after that and the year after that. But if you are ready to make a change, step into your power and find out what's actually possible for you, what's on the other side of these bullshit excuses that you keep making and living in year after year, then you know what to do. Link is in the show notes. I'm sending you tremendous amounts of love. I will see you again next week. Until then, gorgeous ones. Bye for now. Thank you so much for tuning in. Remember to shimmy your butt over to kyliepacks.com and join me inside of the Bombshell Blueprint so you can stop emotional eating and start losing your weight now. You'll also find helpful notes and resources inside my past podcasts that will help you lose your weight without losing your sanity. I will see you next week.